is proudly sponsored by Gecko Cards, your go-to store for all things Yu-Gi-Oh! Check out the link in the description for great deals, fast shipping, and to help us out. What's up YouTube, welcome back to Team Orion, I'm Chris, and it's just me this time showing off a yummy Mitsurugi deck. I've been currently testing this online and I feel like I've got it down in a way. There's a couple of changes that I'll probably make, but this is what I'm currently dealing with. So let's start with the main deck. We've got the standard line of free cookie, free cupsy, free lollipo. I don't see any reason to go any less than that, especially that we don't have the marshmallow right now. For the spells, we've got 2 surprise and 1 of each field spell. I still feel like 1 of each field spell is appropriate. I've seen people playing 2 of this field spell. I've been seeing people cut in the Aquaquay, and honestly I don't rate it myself. Having both field spells is so valuable for the grind game and as well the starting turn, especially with this one. 2 surprise, I've debated between flipping it 2 and 3. I feel like 2 is very stable. I don't want to draw multiple of them, especially if I don't have any starters. But overall, I feel like 2 is the perfect amount. We'll move on to the Mitsurugi side of things now. So we've got 3 Habakiri and 1 Murakumo. This is pretty much the perfect ratio that you want for at least the ritual monsters. I've seen some people playing the Futsu, even in a Yumi Mitsu variant. I don't rate it nearly as much as like a third surprise for Yumi, for example. Habakiri is your main starter for the Mitsurugi, that's why you have to play 3. It has its effect in hand to tribute any monster. Summon any Mitsu monster from deck and tribute a monster. Mirakumo, what's more to say about it? It's a Regeki, it's a pseudo negate, it also can summon itself back and also add any Mitsu card. Playing 1 of it though because it is inferior brick. For the main deck monsters, we're just playing 1 Aramesa, 1 Kusanagi, 1 Saji. I don't like to play more than 1 of each of these. I feel like as much as like Saji is a combo starter, you don't really want to be drawing it. You want to draw Habakiri a lot more than Saji. Aramesa can start your combo, but again, you really don't want to start your normal summon on Aramesa. Kusanagi allows you to add back your ritual, but that's about it really from what you want to use with it, and that's why you're playing 1 of it. Now for the Mitsurugi spells, we've got 3 prayers and 1 ritual. Initially, I don't understand why people play just 1 prayers. It's arguably the best card in this deck, just being able to search any Mitsu monster, and especially from hand or grave, well, just taking to 800. Just an insane combo extender. Ritual, it's how you're actually getting your ritual monsters on the board. Tributing from hand or deck to summon from hand or deck. Insane ability for just 1 ritual spell. You don't want to be playing more than 1 in my opinion, it does get quite bricky. For non-engine, we've got 3 Ash, 2 Bell, 3 Fua, 3 Nib. I feel like right now, this is how I'm ending up. You do have K9 variants that are really making its way about, but it's whether you can beat them first before they beat you. Bell I've got for Lupus, I've got for many other things, even the mirror. Bell can be quite detrimental. Ash we've got for Obedient School and Yummy. Fua lost its best card in game in my opinion. Nibiru's a bit more controversial. I really like it in this deck because you can just tribute over your own rituals and be able to search for any Mitsurugi card, then summon them back, which with Mirakumo you could also blow up the board. For non-engine spells, we've got 1 call by, 1 cross out, 1 for 1. So we've got call by and cross out, it's very self-explanatory. You want to stop your opponent from doing stuff and That's how you do it. 1 for 1, it's if I have a brick hand trap, such as a Mulch Army, going into my turn, I have at least got 1 for 1 to send that Mulch Army to grave in order to summon a Yummy from hand or deck. And finally, free Imperm. Again, very self-explanatory. You want to stop the thing, target it first, then if it was set, at least you can negate all the spell and traps in that column. So we'll move on to extra. We're playing 1 Cookie, 1 Cupsy, 1 Lollipo. Very standard lineup. All of them have the ability to bounce back to the extra deck to summon up to 2 Yummies from grave. Cookie, Book and Moons 2 monsters. Cupsy searches 2 monsters, then discards a card. Lollipo summons 2 from grave but negates their effects. All of which are really good. We've got 1 Herald and 1 Metal Marcher. Herald is like a godsend in these sort of decks. As long as you set up Herald after your Mitsu stuff, Herald does become very valuable for a matchup. And as well, if this is sent to graveyard, you can add any ritual monster or ritual spell from deck to hand, so you can even add a Apakiri if you really want. Marcher is the main way that you use Yummies to go into Herald itself. I've debated between this and the Starham. Marcher did come up on top, but I could flip-flop on them personally. We're just playing 1 Xyz, Castel. I wonder why we're playing Castel. I have no clue. For links, we're playing Cross Sheep, Link Spider, Anima, SP, Armorage. So the sort of non-engine types. So Cross Sheep is for if we get Contact C, same with sort of SP. Link Spiders if we get nibbed. Anima if we have an opponent's monster that is a real problem and they forget the columns. Armorage is so we can special summon any Yummy if we've got a brick hand trap such as Droll Ash or even Foolos. Then we've got Inari and Free Snatchy. So Inari I've kept in here because I like to reset Surprise. I also can burn in time for 1,500 as long as we've got a field spell. Free Snatchy is mandatory. I don't see why anyone would play less than that. Many combos I go through Free Snatchy themselves. Just being able to settle field spell, being able to once per chain synchro into any Yummy, or synchro any monster including a Yummy monster, so you could in theory have a level 1 plus Marcher into your opponent's turn go into Herald. I just don't understand why people wouldn't play less than 3. Then side deck, we've got free Droll. There's still, as you see with this deck, there's still Mitsurugi going around, there's still Rizal going around, so Droll is a pretty confident way to shut off their turn and just make them end on a detonator. Free Prulia, again, I feel like Prulia in itself is very weird, this format. You could argue putting it in main, you could argue putting it inside. I don't think you could argue taking it out altogether. It's still an amazing card, but being able to draw a card every time your opponent normal specials a monster from hand can easily get you advantage in certain matchups. Then for the spells, we've just got Harpies, very good blowout for spell and traps. We've got our monster blowout with Murakumo, we might as well have the spell and trap blowout. For traps, we've got 1 anti-spell. It's pretty good to set up in your opponent's turn, especially when you know they're very heavy in their spell lineup. Great Purification, just the Omni-Negate for Mitsurugi, especially that you have to tribute a level 5 or higher reptile monster, so you can tribute one of your big ones, then summon it back. Just ends up being a very good card in the matchup, in certain matchups. Free Evenly. I really rate evenly this format, especially when you can bait out Yumi's Herald of the Arclight. You've at least got evenly then to decimate their entire field. They've got no choice but to pretty much get rid of most things other than maybe a synchro. And free Judgment. Judgment, sort of self-explanatory, just saying no. Negates any summon, negates any spell or trap. I'd rate it a lot more than Strike, this current format. So, that's it really for Yumi Mitsurugi. What do you guys think? Let us know in the description. Thank you very much for watching. We hope to catch you guys later. See ya.